Bill, I wanted to ask you about the whole arrangement with LiveRamp. Very exciting. You call it transformative. Explain what that deal is and what it means for Comscore, what it means for the industry.
Well, it's transformative in a number of ways. LiveRamp has, as you know, a wonderful reach and does a lot of great work with large and small brands and medium brands all alike. And they have created a safe haven where customers feel safe putting their database in, merging it with other data sets. That's what attracted us to LiveRamp, and I believe LiveRamp was attracted to Comscore is because of what we do in TV, that we're the only company that has put together a complete census measure of what we do as consumers, where whatever screen that we're being entertained and informed on, we're reporting that in a reliable way that we're looking forward to having LiveRamp use our information through their Data Plus Math platform.
So that brings us to sort of the real important takeaways from this alliance. It seems that performance attribution, the Data Plus Math offering is a big part of it. What are the parts that you think will be of value to your clients?
I think by far it's going to be having reliable TV information. And there's a lot of information that is out there on a single screen within a home. And during this COVID environment, I think we've all experienced it. At least in my home office, I have one TV that's on at least 18 hours a day. And it's on to a news source that is in background. But I'm not necessarily using that TV to be entertained. It is sort of a real-time picture of activity of what's going on in our business environment. But when it comes to being entertained and when I'm leaning back to be entertained during the rest of the day, where I'm seeing commercials, those are on the other TV sets. So for an advertiser to get a view of how to reach me to try and influence me to buy a product. So I may be in the market for a car soon because I haven't started mine in 3 months and it may not work when I get to the garage. Of course, the manufacturers know where I am in the purchase cycle. They know that I have a car that's 4.5 years old. And clearly on any normal purchase curve, I'm right in that sweet spot. And if you did not use a holistic view of my viewing, you would make an erroneous conclusion just to advertise on one network that I have on during the day. Now, that's an important piece, but it's only a piece of the puzzle. And as we look at a world where addressable advertising, I believe, as we come out of COVID, will become more important, you need to have that holistic view, Andy. And if there is one trend coming out of this, I think it will be that advertisers are going to become more thrifty. And if they're more thrifty, they're going to rely on more accountability. And they're going to want to know that their ad reached the homes that have the potential to buy their product.
And Bill, I wanted to just ask some thoughts about the upfront. And of course, it's changed. It's been changing for quite a while. But I wanted to ask you some thoughts about more broadly about the changing marketplace and where things are going.
You know, I don't know, Andy, if I can give you a view that would be earth-shaking on the trends there. You know, clearly the environment has been changing for years. The fact that we can't be in the same room and the fact that production has been halted is clearly has to change the thinking of upfronts. But I also think it converges at the same time. Advertisers and their agencies are thinking about how can they be more targeted when we come out of this. Clearly now, whenever you turn on the TV, we're seeing ads that have creative that's focused around our unusual environment. But we're also seeing that people are starting to build demand ads there as we come out buying a new car. You know, we saw with activity out of our digital service, there's a lot more people now surfing to the car sites, building cars, looking at things. Now, is that a result of people wanting to reward themselves when we come out of this? Or is it driven by need or by purchase cycle? I don't think we necessarily need to know the answer, but people are thirsting to get back to what used to be our normal. Our roadmap has been get customers information about the global consumer, how we're being entertained and informed on all the screen, and do it faster. Coming out of COVID, we did a couple of things. We moved our TV service locally to have overnights with a product that we call Quick Score. So our local media companies, be it TV stations or cable companies, can see more quickly what is going on change-wise. And the ad agencies and advertisers can adjust schedules that are in flight. On our digital service, we moved from monthly delivery to weekly delivery, in some cases daily delivery to certain categories, as there's been such a change in the landscape where we're seeing on some information sites and entertainment sites exponential increases in viewing and entertainment minutes, and the number of impressions that are available there have gone up significantly. So the landscape clearly has changed, where we're using our screens differently. And we had all predicted this would happen. It just happened for a very different reason, something that's invisible to us, the coronavirus that's caused us to change our media habits just so darn rapidly.